Hello everybody, my name is John Hopper and I live in this Norfolk, UK. Well, I've been reading about the greatest story never told about Adolf Hitler. It's an anti-Semitic statement of lies, with a little bit of truth which always allows the lies to prevaricate continually. Now I'm going to also give you something else that you know nothing about. My name is John Hopper and my father was Johnny Hopper in Dhaka. If you like to look it up on the internet. And it is about the greatest story also never told. And you will see why I have started against a system of filth and degradation under the evil scum of Cameron and his ilk of liars, murderers, thieves, and lies and lies and lies and more, because what has been happening is that now we are being invaded, that which Hitler couldn't do, by the traitors called Cameron and all the college boys, all that scum from public school who should never be allowed to make decisions for anybody because they're too stupid for their own importance. And they think because they've gone to public school they're better than anybody. They're the most inferior scum ever envisaged. And they all need a good harding. And they won't get it because the coming revolution is near. People have had enough of being paid half what they were 20 years ago, while the thieves who have called it the bankers are rewarded with millions. People earning less than £1,000 a week, which is most people, have to pay tax. Why should they have to pay tax at all when billionaires don't have to pay tax? With HSBC and all the cowardly government scum who's friendly in high places, they found a way not to pay tax, which is illegal, like the system of what they call the law. Well, let me tell you, the law is an illegitimate set of cowardly rules so that the vermin of the earth, the biggest liars, who talk about justice which doesn't exist, are called lawyers. They are simply time wasters, never look at justice. Which, if you allow me 1 second. I'll find it I've got a list of what I put on the internet about the law, the illegitimate system of lies. Everything that is happening now is the fault of the cowardly law scum of dictatorship of the very rich against the very poor. I am not talking about the left-wing idiots who want to destroy everything. I'm talking about the rich and the poor who should be united to produce what is being imported and bought every day from other countries and make this country poorer and poorer and poorer until it cracks, and it isn't long to come. By that I mean, quite simply, that if my father had been alive after so many years under the heel of the SS and the Gestapo, and the way he suffered will shock nearly all of you when you read on the internet the greatest story never told, where I will tell you that he saved hundreds of Jews because he felt they were treated diabolically worse than other poor detainees in Dachau, Mauthausen, and all the other camps he was in. Many there are. It's all under a lot of words and a lot of blogs have been written about him. But we must resist now before this country is swamped absolutely with the sons of ISIL. You've heard of ISIL? Equal to the Nazis, who want to take over the West, aided by the cowardly scum Cameron, who caused it all. He invaded Libya, destroyed a country that was probably the most prosperous in the world. Having destroyed Libya, what did their poor inhabitants do? They were starving, they were murdered. They looked somewhere to live, not to exist under the heel of the British SS system, I call it. Yes, SS, I'll come to that because it is what's happening here. You can be arrested in this country for the slightest misdemeanor, and nobody knows. All these laws have been passed by a cowardly system of irresponsible government who have, they've got it coming to them. That will be known as revolution, and it won't be peaceful. It won't be with words. It will be what is needed to clean this country up, and above all, to protect the Jews of this country, who are the most wonderful, kind people that ever existed. And I'm going to talk later a long speech about the Jews. What are they? What do they do? What have they done? They were the most ill-treated people for being kind to others. They were most ill-treated because they were obliged to make money because the law didn't allow them to do anything but lend money to others. We weren't allowed to have a shop even, or land. So let me tell you now. The Jews need to be protected, and we can do it by seceding in Norfolk from this corrupt government. And when we do, all those who've got the capital will build the factories. And all the ordinary people from Norfolk will use their hands to manufacture what we build. We will have a partnership. Those who put their money in to factories will have no tax to pay because we will get rid of the greatest evil, bureaucracy. That will be replaced by personal responsibility of whoever has authority in a factory or anywhere else. The police will have authority as well. And that will be because they will keep order. Order will not be kept with words, because since the war, the stupidity and cowardly attitude of all those in charge in so-called democracy decided that there will be no crime that can be punished. Like Hitler punished those who were innocent. We will not punish anyone. They're so stupid they couldn't see that punishing criminals would lead to an explosion of crime and destruction of the country, which is what happened. Now, when you look up my father, you will see why I am like this, why I've started a movement which is called Justice, Work and Freedom. Not the rewards for parasitic scum and vermin, like all the politicians, all liars, all troublemakers. They will have it coming to them. No, we won't kill them, but we will punish them physically, time after time, because killing somebody lasts, a minute and they're dead. But a painful physical punishment is something else that they will have to look forward to, that will stop all crime. Because it's the only way in the physical world to have physical punishment. This isn't an abstract world that they're trying to make. And political correctness, the methods that Hitler used to persuade people that the Jews were evil when they were really well liked for their generosity and kindness. They're lovely people, and they will be recognized for what they are and what they can do. And we will protect them, and Norfolk will be equal to Israel, but we won't have anybody to displace. That's how it is for the time being. I'm going to speak again a lot. I hope most of you take notice of what I say, because I mean it. And I will never detract from what happened, because I saw what happened to my family. I saw what my father looked like when he came out of Dachau. And I will not allow this country under the cowardly scum Cameron, whose objective is to bring millions more here, saying he doesn't want any more. He's the biggest liar, saying he's pro-Israel. He's totally against Israel. The first thing, he's the biggest liar. They must never believe him. We will keep our word. The Jews will run Norfolk and secede from the corrupt UK and show the world what they can do and be respected and loved for what they are. That's all for the time being.